Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Maeva. It's complete to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
It's complete to the left. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys. And the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football. 2 different guys, 2 different catches, 2 explosive plays.
And the Trojans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. On the ground, it's Jordan.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll give it to the back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. 3rd and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the first down marker. Big decision coming up here for the offense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
But you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Maeva. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Here's a little room there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Trying to run, it's Carr. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run inside. It's Washington. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's in open space downfield. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side, also get them a little tired.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Right on the money. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw it again, and why not? A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Trojans are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has...
Hey, give me 1 second. I got to bring these groceries in real quick. Can you hear me?
Hey, sorry, yeah, no problem.
All right. All right, I'm ready.
Thing to show for it again.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Start on the ground with Washington. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now on the move. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Here's a give to Washington. There's some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he added the extra point.
Number 93, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're going back to the ground. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Wants to fire on second down. This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Calls his own number. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just make sure.
Might have a chance. The 40, at the 30, past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Bowman. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he wants it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 16, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's NC State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Washington again. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Running inside, it's Washington. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's a give to Washington. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
47.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
The Huskies are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Washington. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The run inside. It's Carr. Shakes off the defender. Maybe a crease. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And the stomping has commenced.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right, once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the Jets and take it the distance?
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Maava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
You see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing, pull it into their body, and make big plays down the field.
Williams open on the right side. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got room to work. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's a give to Washington. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This offense has really done a nice job. On the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Right back to the well. Got a little grass. Makes it past the marker. He's at the touchdown, Washington. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else
Yeah,
easy.
did I go over my limit of 10 runs?
That guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the point after is good.
The only thing, I don't think it would have helped me, but I believe I accidentally picked the wrong defense because
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops.
You did a 2-4-5. What is it? 2-5-4. You did a shell, whatever it was. I think it was a shell.
That's what they come up with. I usually change it to a 4-2-5 man pressure, but it looks like
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
you shift your line.
And as a defensive line,
My defensive line?
man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback.
Oh, I don't know. I got all that in my
Trying to do
macros.
this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job.
I set my macros up for all that, so I don't have to worry about it.
Position for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Yeah, it's a long season, man.
Complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
USC 10.
Yeah, if you haven't set your macros up, you need to set it to. I set one up to shift. Oh yeah, in the settings, there's a thing that says like custom macros or whatever. I got one that has like line shift left, line shift right, line pinch. You know, you can just pick one. You know, your macros. You have to get on YouTube and look all that up.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't.
I even got one macro. You come out of normal defense and you just push blitz or whatever, and all of a sudden you're blitzing now.
This thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
Pre-settings, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. But you can audible each guy to do something different.
Nice move there. He's loose down the middle. He's at the
Like you can set a macro to, I want my defensive end to cover the flat. I want this other defensive end to, you know, go in a purple zone. You can set up each macro to each player do something different.
Thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep
Yeah, you'll put.
try to find some plays.
Yeah, you'll push L1 and it'll go to your macros, and then all your macros will be like you get 10 of them to choose from, and you just click on the one you want, and all of a sudden your defense will just do that.
Looking for the two.
Yeah, that's a big advantage there. Yeah.
They'll run it. It's Jordan. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the two. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, it's just because I might throw the ball 5 times a game, and I'll throw 2 interceptions.
It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone
I'm not good at reading the defense this year.
Last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Breaks into the open. And they're gonna
But run the
put
ball,
another
man, I can
one
do
into
that.
the end zone
I've
as
always
they
been a
just
runner
keep
anyways.
piling points
So when
on
this
the
game came
scoreboard.
out, run heavy, I mean,
With
I
that
was like,
last
oh
touchdown,
shit,
they
this
remain
is right up
undefeated.
my
What
alley.
can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive
I've
in the
always been a
entire
run
nation.
first
They're
guy.
coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Hey man, last time I played Corey, I think I beat him this bad too. So he'll
Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. Not
but
nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. They're out there taking a look at this sophomore defensive back, and we hope he's able to get back in the action shortly. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Complete to Williams over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Yeah, I saw that.
And when I hit the triangle, I was trying to hit the damn R1, but
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable.
Oh, believe me, I know how that goes.
Down, they should be able to take care of business here. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And I know you can play these late games.
I got my backup in. My other one, the number 4, I took him out because, like you said, wear and tear.
You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I haven't seen it yet.
Rides to the back. He breaks a tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They worked it down to the now it's 3rd and goal. On the move, it's Carr. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest
I thought he was going to do one earlier.
Pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. They get to it as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David, no question. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving
Let's see, man. Good game, dude.
For an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.